But what is the truth? Well, according to the Honorable Silis Muhammed, the truth is the word in agreement with the act. That's the only way you can define truth. You open up the Bible and you start reading. And God said, let there be light. And Lot's wife turned and she turned into a pillow of salt. Know of a surety that thy seed should be a stranger in a land that's not theirs, and shall serve for 400 years. And that nation to whom they serve will I judge. And afterwards shall they come out with great substance, reparations. Those are just words. Jews say, we were those people. If you look at history, you can't find a physical act matching the words in the code, so it doesn't fit. It's not true for the Jews. But if you look at us, we've been here 400 plus years in America. Were we slaves? Are we strangers in a land that's not ours? Were you always a Jones, a King, or a Brown, or were you something else prior to that? Do you now represent the white man in the white man's name? You weren't Jones, you weren't Brown, you weren't King. You were forced to take on the slave master's name. Those words in the Bible, today we know them to be true. True for who? Us. Unequivocally, we match that history. And whether we are true to Islam, or true to Christianity, or true to Buddhism, or true to being Hebrew Israelites, whatever we've chosen, we all are connected by that one identity. What? Ex-slave. Stolen from Africa. The Honorable Silis Muhammad says there were a number of places where they dropped us. You can look out through the slavery diaspora. We number over 250 million. 250 million. But why in America did Master Farah Muhammad decide to come? Why did they choose Brazil? They outnumber us. It's about 80 million of them, only 40 million of us. But the slavery, the crime of slavery was so devastating in the United States of America. It was unlike slavery in Brazil or Colombia. They totally, as Mr. Muhammad said, wiped us out here in America. We don't hold true. You can't even murmur a syllable of your original mother tongue. You don't know what tribe you came from. They wiped us completely out. And so today, you look at Chinese, they've always been Chinese. You look at Japanese, they've always been Japanese. But you've been colored, you've been Negro, you've been nigger, you've been black, and today you're African American. Since you're used to changing names, we're saying take on the term Afro-descendant. It has a meaning in you. You're used to changing names, aren't you? The NAACP, the Negro History Month. Different periods, right? Say it loud. I'm black and I'm right. You're used to changing names. So this time, change the name based on yourself making a conscious decision to be an Afro-descendant. And join on. We're not telling you to stop smoking anymore. If you want to smoke and you want to be a member of the Afro-descendant, bring your cigarettes on. Or your marijuana. I don't know what you're smoking nowadays, but it's okay. We're not asking you to give up anything. We're asking you to join on to something. A nation that you can call your own. The Honorable Silis Muhammad he's tired, he said, of going back and forth. What religion is right? What culture is right? In America, they say, I'm German American, I'm Mexican American, I'm African American. But you're still in America and you sign on to America. Why don't you come to the Afro-descendant nation with whatever you believe in? We're not asking you to give up anything. We're asking you to join on and make something bigger and better. Are we worth it? If you would, for a moment, with me. We've got a duty to our ancestors. Picture this vessel, this room. Picture a little sway now with me, if you can. You're sitting close together tonight, but you're not as close as our foreparents were on the slave ship. Picture them saying in their native tongue, what's happened to me? Who's captured me? Who's chained me next to my brother? Who's died? And you're floating. Picture them thinking, am I going to make this journey? Am I going to get to wherever the strange, pale, white man is taking me? And you hear the waves crashing against the ship that you're floating on now. And you say, oh, but if I could go back home to mother, to father, to run in the fields again, to be in the comfort of my home again. But that's lost forever. Some of us thrown overboard because we died in the ship. We're floating in the ship. Those of us who are here, we made it. You got a duty to yourself. When you were floating on that ship, would you forget? Does your foreparents want you to forget? Then why don't we say let bygones be bygones? Why don't we say it's okay? The Honorable Silis Muhammed wants you, and I'm not your speaker, so let me get to it. The Honorable Silis Muhammed is here. He is the keynote speaker. He is a supreme leader, teacher, and guide, and the human rights champion.
Yes, sir.
And if you're ready to hear the man of the hour,
yes, sir,
who's taught all of us and has us looking like this, then put your hands together, stand up, and go.
Ali, Hebrew Israelites, Morris Temple, and black, red. Or red, black. No, black, red. Yeah. Black, red. He had been in so many different organizations. He'd been to the university where most black boys go. I choose to recognize him as black red. The gang leader, a teacher, now they're a coach. Black red. He was with Brother I came to talk to you about a man came to America. And I want to assure you that I'm not here to teach you religion. No, day of religion is just about dead. Several years ago, it was my wish to have a bonfire. Bonfire.
Yes, sir.
And burn up the Bible and burn up the Holy Quran.
Yes, sir.
The reason why I didn't, we still needed that. But I'm looking forward to that day when we can burn them up. They've done nothing but confuse the people.
That's right.
I'm here to talk to you about you. Specifically about you. Not religion. Now, I might use a reference from time to time of the Bible, something that you know, that you don't have to ask any questions on. But basically, I'm talking to you about you. Islam. It is not a religion. It is a way of life.
That's right. That's right.
Like you breathe, my brother said last night, it's automatic. Islam is automatic. It's you. Peaceful. Don't let somebody get bad. Righteous. Don't let somebody do wrong. It's the way of life, as I see it. It is the oldest possible so-called religion. It's Islam. It has no birth record whatsoever. Not at all. No birth record. The oldest recorded religion is Buddhism. Some 35,000 years old. Thereabout, a little bit longer now. But Islam has no birth record. And you have no birth record. We know approximately when you came on this earth, but really, in reality, it doesn't exist when you came here on this earth. Islam, or the religion or so-called religion of Islam, has no birth record, and you have no birth record. Well, the oldest so-called religion in the world, birthplace, place where it took birth, or grew out of, it's called Mecca, Arabia. And it is the so-called religion of Arabs. You are the oldest living human being on this earth is the black man. And the oldest so-called religion is Islam. Then Islam was born in Mecca, Arabia. It stands to reason then that's where ye were born. Mecca, Arabia. I hope that you do not think for 1 second that I'm trying to teach you a religion. No, I'm not. It stands to reason that the oldest so-called religion is Islam, was born in Mecca, Arabia, then that you being the oldest man, it's reasonable to assume that you too belong or were in, had your beginning in Arabia, Mecca, Arabia. A man came to the wilderness of North America from Mecca, Arabia. Saying, you all are is uncle. Here's a man, an addict, come to America, had never seen you before, did not know you like I know you. He didn't grow up with you. But he comes here saying that you are his uncle, and I am your nephew. How possibly can that be? An addict man saying to you, a black man, that you are his uncle, and he is your nephew. Now there, you can find records. Go to the library and look up the records of Master Farad Muhammad and see whether or not he came from Mecca, see whether or not he taught for 3.5 years in America, and see whether or not he said, you are his uncle and aunt. These are facts. How can he be your nephew? That is because you died. You died the spiritual death. Spiritual death. The Bible, the Holy Quran, they are spiritual books dealing with the mind of man. You are a spiritual person just as you are a physical person. You are a mental person just as you are a physical person. Am I getting through?
Yes, sir.
You are a spiritual being and a physical being. I want to talk to you about the spiritual being. In order to understand me, You need to reach inside yourself now and bring the spiritual you forward. That's why I'm talking. You died the spiritual death, not a physical death. The Bible, Quran, they're not talking about physical death. Be back in my next life, any physical life. You're not going to come back from the grave. When you die or when you're dead, you're dead. That's it. Now you need an undertaker, a funeral home, a hospital. But spiritually, you do need the Bible. Spiritually, you do need the Quran because these are spiritual books. These are the spiritual you. I should apologize for coming out here looking the way that I look. I wanted to get a haircut, clean myself up a little bit, and every time I make a plan to do that, something gets in the way. So late this evening, about 5 o'clock, my wife said, "I'll cut your hair." I said, "No thanks." You lost everything that you possess. You lost property, wealth, and a home. You were thrown out of whose life? Ishmael's father, his mother. They are spiritual beings inside the physical being. You die the spiritual death. Master Prophet Muhammed came from Mecca, Arabia, saying to you that you are his offspring. Which ancient father foresaw that his seed would serve in a strange land for 400 years? Which ancient forefather was that? Abraham. He foresaw that his seed would be a stranger among the stranger in a land for 400 years, and the stranger would suppress the son, would suppress the seed, would make of the seed a slave. That would be Abraham. Well, Abraham, like you know, had two boys. Isaac and Ishmael. Have you heard of that statement? For Isaac shall not see before. Well, we were called from Isaac's seed. Master Prophet Muhammad came from the line of Isaac, physically and spiritually. He came to America, teaching in America. From Mecca, Arabia. some concept or some awareness of method arrangement. I'm painting a picture for you. Method arrangement sort of looks like some say it's a triangle. William Hughes said that it's oblong shape. I took a look at the picture of it, and to me it looks like a spatula. That thing that you scoop up a pile with, spatula. There are two sides of it, elongated. One side is bounded by the Red Sea. The other side is bounded by the Persian Gulf and the Euphrates. The southern end of it is water by the Indian Ocean. That means that it's almost surrounded with water. The northern end is narrowed by the westwardly bed of the Euphrates. So there's water all around it except on the northern end. On the northern end is the way into Mecca. On the western side of this peninsula, I'm really talking about a land side. A marina, or a person traveling on the ocean, would see a chain of lofty mountains and red stone, sandstone, brick, or rocks. A sea, waves of the sea so close that they seem like they would always take the rock and watch the rock. Waves move back or recede and leave a lower land. And this lower land is called Jaham. Jaham. I gave that name some 40 years ago to a young soldier, one who you know. Jaham. He's the only person that I gave the name Jaham back in that day. And for the reason why I gave him the name was I was thinking then about traveling back home. I have already, my wife and I, have already quit America. You know that. I live now in St. Kitts. I flew over here just to talk to you tonight. Otherwise, I would not be here. I'm done with America.
Yes, sir.
And you should be done with America as well. You see enough handwriting on the wall to know it's soon as Donald Trump is voted in, you will know for sure. It's time to go. Get all your monies and get yourself ready to move out of America. I can't stress about you know how important it is for you to get up out of here. I am encouraging you to go to the islands. If you know someone in the islands or have a mother, grandmother, grandfather, or so from the islands, find some attachment to the island and come and help me right up the islands on our way back to Mecca, Arabia.
That's right.
What I described to you as Turkey, Mecca, Arabia is the west side of Mecca, Arabia. The east side of Mecca, Arabia is larger, more beautiful, unforested, and grassy, spread out, stretches all the way to the person of some 1,400 miles. That's how long it is in length. It is 7,000 miles in width. And unlike you would think, it's the third world, it's undeveloped, going backwards. No, it's a beautiful city, a beautiful country. I would call upon a brother who has been there and ask him to share a moment or two for you of Mecca. What does it look like? Do you want to hear it?
Yes, sir.
Do you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get some idea what Mecca, Arabia looks like. Now keep in mind, brother is pretty hostile about Mecca, Arabia. Because we went there, he went there under the assumption that all people are equal. And all people get a chance to touch the black stone when it comes their turn. The Arab coming through, jumping in front of everybody, and kissing and touching the black stone. So he left in a huff. He probably didn't get the chance to see all of Mecca Arabia. But I would call it for Wali Muhammed. Come and share a few minutes with them about what Mecca Arabia is.
One disappointment that you mentioned that I experienced was
shop to King Faisal, I think his name was. We were making the top circle out of Blackstone. And he approached with his entourage and wedged away, kissed the Blackstone, and left. And that disturbed me. The stone itself, beautiful, marble. When I made salat in the area, I wasn't pleased with the hygiene of the place. When I went to Arafat, I had issues with the culture. And I refused to kiss the stone. And the person that took me there, I had a conversation with him. His name was Muhammed. And I had a conversation with him about why I wouldn't kiss the stone. Was because of what his father had taught me. Of course, he knew that history. And I had a similar conversation with him on Arafat. But that's not a place that I wish to return to. Part Isa. Now, he's speaking of some other part that I did not experience. But that's my experience with Mecca is not what I would like to return to. As a culture, I'm doctrinized, I guess, in America. I have to be careful when I'm talking, because he won't let me talk too much. Thank you. I would rather have talked about
A man came from Mecca, Arabia. Master Farad Muhammad, to whom all praises are due. He said to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, "You are my uncle. I am your nephew." The Honorable Elijah Muhammad met Master Farad Muhammad because of his wife. Master Farad Muhammad was going around in the neighborhood selling silk to black people in the black community. The lovely woman, Sister Clara Muhammad, had been to one or two of Master Farad Muhammad's meetings. And she would tell her husband, Elijah Pooh, that a man is here teaching and you should come out to hear him. The reason why I think you should come out to hear him is because he sounds just like you. He sounds so much like you. The things that he talks about, the things that he says, remind me so much of what you talk about, so much of what I've heard you say. And I wonder what was that. What had she heard Elijah Muhammad say that Master Farad Muhammad was saying also? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad would from time to time, or Elijah Pooh, from time to time, he would say, whatever question you want to ask me, ask it. I can answer it. Allah is sitting right here on my shoulders. And many times then, I thought, Master Prophet Muhammad is sitting on Elijah Muhammad's shoulders. You see, I was a Christian, like many of you. I didn't know that Elijah Muhammad was talking about my head is sitting right here on my shoulders. My head is sitting right here on my shoulder. Just like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. Allah is sitting right here on his shoulders. Elijah too made up his mind that he would go to see this man, that Karen Muhammad told him about. Upon seeing him, meeting him for the first time, Elijah too asked a question of Master Farad Muhammad. Master Farad Muhammad did not give him the answer that he thought. Elijah too was not satisfied with the answer that he was given. Elijah asked him again, "What is your real name?" Master Farad Muhammad bent over and whispered something in his ears, and then told him, "Don't tell anyone until I'm gone." Elijah too, later known as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, from that point forward, for 44 years he labored and worked in the black community, trying to save the black people. Master Farad Muhammad became his every prayer. He never deviated from the teachings of Master Farad Muhammad. For 44 years, he worked, labored for the man he called, and man I call, Almighty God, Allah. Now, of course, you can pick up the books, both the Holy Quran and the Bible, and it will tell you that in the last days, the Son of Man will come. The Son, you kind of jazz it up, the Son of Man. Son of a man. That's what we're talking about. The Son of a man.
Teach.
Said the way that preacher said it, or the way Christians said it. They said real fast and make you think it's something else. The Son of Man. All they're talking about is the Son of a Man.
That's right. Make that plain.
And if a Son of Man come now, it's too late for him. I would run him away. Pardon me. I'm showing my arrogance. And pardon me for that moment of slip, showing my arrogance. Black red. On the many teachings Elijah Muhammad. The one teaching that stands out or sticks out in my mind is that you must return to your original land. You must return to your original land. What original land? What is it talking about, original home, original land? William Muir described it as an oblong figure. He also described certain religious aspects. He states at some point in his book that Abraham and his son Ishmael erected the temple where it now stands and reconstituted. Re means do over again. The primary rights of the pilgrimage are tourism. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Pilgrimage or tourism. The holy people, Muslims, look at that as pilgrimage. What do the Arabs look at as? Money. Get money. Money. Off what? The black stone. What? Money from the black stone. Abraham and his son Ishmael reconstituted, meaning started over or reinitiated the rights to travel to Mecca to see the black stone. Who set up the black stone? Black people.
Yes, sir. Tell it.
You, before leaving, you set up the black stone. It's all about you, black man. We were lost or died a spiritual death in Ishmael. Ishmael was without money, without wealth, without a place to live, a place that he could call his own. He and his mother wandered around in a desert for a number of years. Ishmael would travel back and forth to visit them in Mecca, Arabia. Guess what? You too are lost, stumbling around, stuffing with brother, with sister for $1, without a home, without wealth, without a home place that you can call your own. Well, from time to time, the spiritual war, it's a war going on, you can call it mental war or spiritual war, but it's a war going on with the mind of men. And when I say man, I'm not talking just man. I'm talking about the whole group of mankind, black men and women. While we are suffering here amongst ourselves, citizens of Mecca, Arabia are living fine, enjoying that wealth that comes to see a black stone that they did not set up.
Tell it. Tell the truth.
You set it up.
Yes, sir.
You started it.
Hello.
Now you are without wealth. You are without money. You are without a home, land that you can call your own. You're scuffling, fighting amongst yourselves. And the white man is killing some of our people, our brothers especially.
That's right. Tell the truth. Change the tell.
Spiritual war sometimes lead to bloodshed. It turns physical. And not bloodshed, but black blood. Our blood.
Sir. See?
Saudi Arabia is one of the top countries earning from religious tourism. About 3% of its national income, around $15 to $20 billion, is earned through the Hajj. Pure rip-off. Ripping who off? You off. While you're fighting amongst yourselves for a dollar. Back in 1914 or 1916, somewhere in that period, the king of Arabia signed on with Great Britain, signed on with America, signed on with France to give the Jewish people Palestine as their homeland, under pretense that they had served 400 years in slavery, stealing your birthright.
Yes, sir.
You in America, in Brazil, in Honduras, in Peru, and throughout the islands, you have served 400 years in slavery. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad separated us, those of us who accepted his teachings, from the white man. He separated us mentally or spiritually from the white man. We don't feel about him the way that the average black non-Muslim feel about him. He is the devil. And I don't say that to incite you or make you go out and cause you to go out and pick up a gun and kill white people. I say it because it's true.
Yes, sir.
It's just true. It's the truth. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad showed us through the scripture, both the Bible and Quran, that the white man is the devil. And then you can find in any other devil who is greater than the white man, bring forth. This is his house. His house is America. His house is Great Britain. His house is France, Germany. That's his house. As long as you're in it, just obey his rules. Get out of it. Mr. Shabazz is your grandfather. You are from the tribe of Shabazz. So was Master Farad Muhammad. He says, I'm your nephew, meaning that a nephew is the word nephew means that he is the son of a brother. Our mother, our husband's wife. That's a nephew. And in our case, he's the son of Isaac, the brother of Ishmael. Who is Ishmael? Us. You and I. We are the same seed that we were then is now. The seed has not been destroyed. It's been diluted. Some of us are part white. Some of us part Indian. But not me. I'm part black. All black. And I'm proud of it. My wife wanted to cut these. No, I'm proud of my, I am proud of my curly. I said, no, leave it. I am about that. Mr. Shabazz is your grandfather. Abraham is your father. It was Abraham who foresaw or foretell or foretold or prophesied that my seed should be a stranger in a strange land and be afflicted for 400 years. That was Abraham. Isaac was his son who was given everything. Ishmael didn't have nothing. I was asked, you can't do nothing without these two men in your life. Master Farad Muhammad, to whom all praises are due, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, our spiritual mother, who bore us out of the dark ages of the ignorance and belief in the unseen God. No, you are God. You are Allah. You don't look for no spirit. Don't look for no. Allah is sitting right here on my shoulder. You understand it now? Yes, you see, when we were young, we were just crawling out of Christianity. And so we thought religious. We talked religious. We thought religious. And we rode on that platform for a long period of time. But that platform is being taken out from under you. Today, you are given the truth of you. You are Allah. You are God. He belonged to the tribe of Silis. Silis means the great undertaker. I was asked by a brother, you saying that we have to go back to Mecca? Yes, that's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught. No, he didn't just actually teach that. He stirred it around it. He said that he could not fight two battles at the same time, meaning that he was fighting on this front, America. He does not want to attack the Arabs too. That is for us to do. Brother asked me, what? Does that mean that we have to fight the Arabs? I smiled. Then he asked me, will we have any help? And I laughed. Assalamu alaikum.
We're going to do the prayer in a minute, but I wanted to say that this was the beginning of a brand new start. We labored hard for this, and you came out. And Mr. Muhammad enjoyed you. I have a few people that the traffic held up, and I have their awards. Mr. W.L. Lillard, this man's an icon in our community. Television so long putting out the message. We just want to tell you we love you. We know you got here a little late. Right. But we still have you, sir. We'll always honor you. Thank you. Mr. Bradley, thank you, sir. This is a brother that's always on the front line. And where I go, I see this brother trying to fight for freedom and justice of black people. That's what this is about. It's about freedom, justice, and equality.
That's right.
This is not about religion. Religion will not save you. You must first understand the definition of civil death. Then you can understand what the books are talking about when it says the dead must rise. That is you and I, civilly dead, who will return to our righteous place in civilization. We gave birth to civilization, and we will return to its government. That is you and I. We're going to get this white man off our neck. This is the first one, not the last one. The next time we're going to come together and decide how we're going to do this. We want your input to say, hey, this is how it needs to be done. I had a small staff. We worked out behinds off. And I'm not mad at the crowd. I thank you so much.
Thank you,
because
sir.
it's
Thank you,
a
sir.
powerful crowd. Last but not least, free them all. Power to the people. My brother's people, Fred Hampton Jr., he got stuck out of town, but when I call, brother comes running. When brother calls, I come running. I see my professor back there. I didn't know you had slipped in there. That brother's from Ghana. He's from the places where the slave castles are. He got here a little late to give you some history, but he was going to explain to you and show you the reality of the still existing slave castles. So we're going to return to that again. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. Nation of Islam loves you. The Honorable Silis Muhammad loves you. I love you. And let's not lose touch.
You got it, Lord.
Let's give the minister Tahama another round of applause.
Something that's long overdue. Got all these different people and ideologies here coming together because we all got the same problem. And long overdue, that's all I can really say.
Yeah. Oh, the meeting was real well. I got a chance to see some prominent people. It was my first time seeing Silis Muhammed. Ran into Wallace Gator. See the brother Shaka in the House, Representative Marcus Garvey. You understand? It was very, very, very enlightening, and I hope that we could take something from here and go back in our community and uplift our peoples, because it is nation time.
Truly a great event here. A lot of good information, wonderful people. A lot of the award recipients here today are very active in the community and have a voice throughout more than just Chicago. So I look forward to participating in future events and helping to bring about a positive impact in everything that we set our minds to.
Yes, I found the event very informative, and particularly I'm very pleased that Minister Tahama, because he was a student of mine, selected me as one of the recipients of this award, and I feel most touched, most impressed by it. I've had some academic awards, but this is the first time a non-educational organization is recognizing me for my work as a teacher, and I appreciate that very much.